This is RD Sharma Solution, Class 12, Chapter 14, Differentials, Errors and Approximation, VSAQ, Very Short Answer Questions. For the function y is equal to x square, if x is equal to 10 and delta x is equal to 0.1, find delta y. Now this is a very straightforward question because y is equal to x square we have and x is also given as 10 and delta x is also provided, which is 0.1. So we will differentiate this y, dy by dx we'll find out, and that is going to be 2x, and that dy by dx has to be computed at x equals to the value being provided, which is in this case is 10. So this is 2 into 10, which is 20. Now the next thing is delta y is dy by dx into delta x that we have been discussing since we started this chapter or this topic. dy by dx at x equals to 10 is already 20. Delta x is being provided, which is 0.1. You can call it as 1 by 10 to make it simplified. So you can just cancel the 0, 0 and it will be 2. So this delta y is 2 in this case. And how are you going to write it? This is how you are going to write it. Okay. Y is equal to log x. Then find delta y when x is equal to 3 and delta x is equal to 0.03. So y is equal to log x. Please remember, the differentiation can only be done when you have a base e. So dy by dx is 1 by x. Now dy by dx is always computed at x being given, which is 3 in this case. It is 1 by 3. Delta y is what? dy by dx into delta x, which we just saw in the previous question. So dy by dx is 1 by 3 in this case. Delta x is provided as 0.03, which is 3 by 100. So just write it here, 3 by 100. You can cancel these and it is 0.01. So delta y is 0.01 in this case. And how we are going to write it, because ultimate thing is, if you know, you have to put it on the paper for the examiner to understand. If it is in your mind, there is no point being given, no marks being given. If the relative error in measuring the radius of a circular plane is alpha, a relative error, the percentage error, and the error, these are three different concepts which I explained you earlier. They have different formula altogether. They are related, but they are different. So relative error is delta x by x. So this is the relative error. That is the change and the actual value, the ratio of that is. Now this is alpha. Delta x by x is alpha. Find the relative error in measuring its area. So if we assume y as the area, so this delta by y has to be computed. Now area is actually pi r square in case of a circle. So area is directly proportional to r square. Let us call r as x to make it simpler. That's why we have taken area as y to make it simpler, because we understand x and y. So what we do here, y is equal to this pi r square, and when you differentiate it, it is going to be equal to 2 pi x. So 2 pi x is your dy by dx. That we are going to use just now. So delta y is dy by dx into delta x. Here, delta by x, x by x is already given as alpha. So delta x will be alpha into x. You can replace delta x by this. So I am writing alpha x here. Dy by dx is what? Since we have already differentiated it, you can write it as 2x. Now delta y by y, that means you have to have a y in the denominator, which is essentially area which we have taken. Y is pi r square. Pi x square in this case, because we have assumed radius as x. So pi x square is y. So you have to divide it both the sides. So 2 pi x is the differentiation. Dy by dx, you can just replace this with this one, delta y by y. So you have this 2 pi, you can cancel pi, you can keep this 2, and this x and x is x square, denominator also x square. So you have alpha. 2 alpha is the relative error in the area of a circular plane when the relative error in measuring the radius of a circular plane is alpha. Okay, alright, this is how you're going to write. If the percentage error in the radius of a sphere is alpha, find the percentage error in its volume. So percentage error, delta x by x into 100. This is the percentage error. Now radius is what we are taking as x to make it simpler. So radius is x. Now the percentage error in the radius of a sphere is alpha. Find the percentage error in its volume. Let us call volume as y. Volume is 4 by 3 pi x cube, because radius we have taken as x. So differentiation of dy by dx, that is the differentiation of y, is going to be 4 by 3 pi 3r square, or 3x square you can call. 3 gets cancelled, 4 pi r square or 4 pi x square. So I'm writing it as 4 pi x square dy by dx. So we have to find out delta y by y into 100. That is, the percentage error in its volume is going to be delta y by y into 100. So volume we have taken as y. It's same thing. Y and v interchangeably we are using. Delta y, the formula is dy by dx into delta x. Dy by dx, no, this 4 pi x square is to be replaced by dy by dx, and this delta x can be computed from here. X goes up, 100 goes down. So you have alpha x by 100. So this delta y, now we want to find out delta y by y. Y is simply the volume. So that's 4 by 3 pi r cube. You can write it in the denominator. 4 by 3 pi x cube you can write. Multiply it by 100 in order to get the percentage error. Just multiply it by 100. So when you multiply it by 100, what do you get? 4 pi x square, 4 pi x square gets cancelled. Because x cube is there, so you can cancel x cube. 100 gets cancelled, 4 by 3, so 3 goes up. So what is the answer? 3 alpha, because there is alpha here remaining. There is a 3 remaining. So the percentage error in the volume is 3 alpha if the percentage error in the radius of a sphere is alpha. And this is how you are going to write. This is the whole scenario. You have to write it in the language also. The piece of ice is in the form of a cube, melts so that the percentage error in the edge of cube is A. Then find the percentage error in its volume. So cube is a shape, it's a 3D shape where all the edges or the sides are equal, all the faces are equal. That is its total symmetric shape. Call it A or edge as x. Delta x by x into 100. The percentage error is already given, which is A. Now we have to find out the percentage error in its volume. Let us call volume as y. So this volume is simply x cube if A is x. So volume is x cube, dv by dx will find out it is going to be 3x square. Let us call it y only, 3x square. Now this volume percentage is delta y by y into 100. That is what we have to find out. But we know the formula of delta y. Delta y is dy by dx into delta x. This we already know. So this dy by dx is 3x square. Delta x from here can be computed as a into x by 100. This 3x square. Okay. Now delta y is there, so we have to divide it by y in order to get this. So y is x cube and then multiply it by 100 so that we get the total percentage error in its volume. So what do we get? You can have this x square and x. So just cancel this x cube. This 100 gets cancelled. You have only 3a. So the percentage error in its volume is 3a if the percentage error in the edge of a cube is a. So this is all about this VSAQ. Thank you so much and take care of yourself.